What's happening? John from Long Island punk band Wrecked. It's Friday night, February 25th. Hard to believe February's almost over. Went by like a flash. It is also Falcon Friday. In this case, my White Falcon Friday. Known in some of the in the Gretsch owners groups as Falcon Friday, and everybody puts their pictures up and stuff on the Facebook groups and everything else. I'm not huge into it, but it is nice seeing people's Gretsches because they are a work of art. One of the best looking guitars, in my opinion. But anyways, figured it would be a good time for me to show you all my favorite guitar that I've ever owned. Possibly the best guitar I've ever played. Definitely the best guitar I own or have owned. And it's my 2015 Gretsch Billy Duffy signature White Falcon. I bought this new in 2015. I'd love to tell you I got a great deal on it, but I didn't. The pricey guitar. But I sold a couple of guitars off. I put that towards the purchase price of this. So I use it to offset it a bit. But it's a pricey guitar. So but it's, in my opinion, worth every penny. If you don't know who Billy Duffy is, lead guitarist of the Cult. I'm not a huge Cult fan. I've liked them, grown to like them in later years more than when I was a kid. They were around early 80s to the, they're still around now, but I mean, they toured with Guns N' Roses, they toured with Metallica, and I saw them on that tour, the Justice for All tour. The Cult opened up for them, and I didn't think much of it because I wasn't a Cult fan, but always liked Billy Duffy, always looked cool as hell, and I've always enjoyed watching interviews with him and so forth. His playing is great. It's very blues based. He doesn't use too many effects. I mean, he uses some reverb and some chorus and delays, but I mean, he's really bare bones. He seems like a real working class guy from Manchester. So, guy I typically, if I met him in the pub, I'd probably enjoy talking to him. So, Billy Duffy's one of my favorites and one of my favorite guitar players of my later years. I saw him at the Paramount. My brother, we went to see the Cult, and he was great. His tone was great. His playing was great. And he's associated with the White Falcon. And so Gretsch decided to do a signature model. Now, if you know anything about Gretsch guitars, it's a hollow body guitar. I'll go through the specs on it. Completely hollow. It's maple, 3-ply maple top, sides, and back. The neck, it's a set neck, and it's maple and walnut maple, 3-piece. Fingerboard's ebony, which is always nice. Got a 0 fret, which is cool. Pickups, they're Filtertron, black top Filtertron, so a little more aggressive than your typical Filtertron. Controls would be volume for each pickup, pickup selector, mud switch, which all the Gretsches with the humbuckers have that mud switch. So that's a good, gives you, the real muted jazzy tone or that real clean surf tone. So, it's, I use it. Even for what Rec does, I use it. And of course a Bigsby with a, wiggle, or the wave arm, or the Chet Atkins arm, whatever you want to call it. No pick guard, which gives it a real clean, clean look. The F-holes, sort of like the size of Gibsons almost. Gretsches are known for those really big, obtrusive F-holes. But when Baldwin Piano Company, when they bought Gretsch in the 70s, they made them with a little smaller F-holes. That's what this is based off of. It's based off of one of Billy Duffy's 70s Baldwin era Gretsch White Falcons. Difference between this and a regular White Falcon, again, it's the F-holes, it's the pickups. What else we got? The binding, it's nice silver sparkle. On the regular White Falcon is gold. That's a cool look too. The white and gold is always nice too. But for Billy Duffy's signature, he wanted the silver, and it's a great it's a great difference. It really comes out on the guitar, and again, yeah, they also have master volume right there, which I use. I use this guitar. I'm kind of afraid to use it just because of the amount of money I paid for it, and it's hollow, so it feeds back a lot. I play through a Mesa triple rectifier, and the stages we play, which is Beery's and the other places with the small stages, you're standing on top of your amp, and the feedback is outrageous. But as long as you keep playing, you don't hear it. But it's a I don't know, it's a small price to pay for the tone you get out of this thing. I last played this live. I played this live in last June at Mr. Beery's, and it sounded absolutely crushing. And a couple of people came, people from other bands even came up to me after and said, dude, what kind of tone are you getting? And again, I'm not one of these elitists. I'm like, hey, you can get it too. I'm like, it makes a triple wreck. And the hollow body Gretsch, I mean, that's all it is. They also say that the tones in your hands, maybe a little bit of it, but most of it's the equipment you're using. So it sounded great. I used this guitar to track both of the Wrecked EPs, all the rhythm tracks done through the White Falcon. There's not really much else to say about it. Just happy I bought it. It's, like I said, Japanese made. Most Gretsches nowadays, the Electromatic series, I think they're made out of Korea. The Streamliner series, which is the lowest series Gretsch, they made in China and Indonesia, I believe. And the Pro line, made in Toronto, Japan. The Custom Shop they make them in the USA, but they don't make them for the everyday guitar player. I don't think so, at least. But Pro line Gretsch's, Japanese made, and let me tell you something. I'll put this up against, this is the best, like I said, the best sounding guitar I own, the best feeling guitar I own, and just the best guitar I own that I have ever owned. And I own a few. Best guitar I've played, absolutely. Put it up there with any custom shop Gibson, any custom shop Fender, absolutely. And Japanese made, they figured it out, man. They really figured out how to make a better a better guitar than some of the American companies, which is both interesting and depressing at the same time, but is what it is. Just look at Japanese cars, I guess, right? It's a similar thing. The Japanese guitars of the 80s that I played weren't great, very hit or miss, but if you hit, you hit. Some of those Japanese Fenders are great. The Japanese made Ibanez's are great too, but yeah, getting back to the Falcon, it's a little bit of a little heavy. It's a little, I feel like it's kind of fragile. I don't like to really, I mean, I'm going to play live with it anyways, but I get a little nervous taking it out, that's all. Other than that, I think, the bridge right here, this is pinned, which means it's not floating. Most Gretsches have floating bridges. My Duo Jet's got a floating bridge. This is pinned, so it's not going anywhere. So I can hit it. It's not moving, which is great. I primarily play on the bridge pickup. I primarily pick the guitar up somewhere up here, above the neck. Here is where I play it because it's a longer scale. I think it's 25 3/4 or something. It's a long scale guitar. But other than that, it's just a great guitar. What's it got? Grover tuners, don't slip, nothing like that. I was thinking about swapping them out for Imperials, a little different key, but keep it the way it is. But that's it, man. That's my White Falcon for Falcon Friday. Any guitar players watching this video, or anybody at all watching this video, you can still get these for the time being. They went up in price, a couple of $100 though. And I don't know how long they're going to keep them on the market. From what I understand, Billy Duffy's coming out with another signature model. It's a Falcon Junior, so it's one pickup, smaller than this body, still hollow, but more along the size of a Les Paul. So I'm going to be looking out for that. I mean, I'm sure it'll be top dollar, but I will see if I can swing it, because I really do like what Gretsch does. Yeah, and other than that, they made another one of these, the Black Falcon, only available for a small, short period of time. So I like the white though. White's pretty cool. So it's classy. It's starting to discolor a bit on the binding. The neck binding and the body binding are both silver sparkle, but the body binding, it's yellowing a bit, which it happens with all the sparkle finishes. Even though the old Gretsch drums, it yellows over time, but the neck binding must be something different, different process, because that's not aging for some reason. But either way, guitar is meant to be played. I'm not going to sit here like an asshole and keep this up on the wall and make Instagram posts about it. I'm going to play it. So as long as I continue to play with Wrecked, I'll probably have this guitar on all the gigs, because it's a great sound. You never have to worry about it. So that's about it. Thank you for watching the video. Happy Falcon Friday. Enjoy your weekend.